Abusia nti ene de na chese eja eda parliament de denden efa eye private jet last weekend si etwa ya 19th January ya President Mahama ede kopi mu ewo Kumasi eye otumfo akwasidan a ekoso no minority eye MPP for se omote ase a enye yi efise eye presidential jet no sisia no eye ade a eye in use a chese ya service bibia eye kama ebetimi etukwan nti omonte ase se eye John Mahama His Excellency Ebeko Yusu ne brother Ibrahim Mahama a private jet edi etukwan.
Our member who is yet to be sworn in as a road minister decides to choose a different path and go off tangent. Because indeed he said something which I find very revealing, that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. That is true. Will you listen? He made a point. He made a point that President Mahama is different. In fact, President Mahama is indeed different. That is why President Akufo-Addo will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. A flight owned by his brother, he will not. So the point he made about the difference between the two personalities. Yes, President Mahama will gladly travel on his brother's flights, but Akufo-Addo will travel on a flight owned by the state. That is the difference. That is the difference, and you are refusing to recognize. I am proud of President Akufo-Addo. I am proud of President Akufo-Addo to have stuck to the regime where a flight owned by the state. Akufo-Addo will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. No. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that the president is traveling on a flight owned by his brother. You should be ashamed.
You see, I don't have that. Honorable Annoh-Dompreh. Honorable leader, please.
Yes, my colleague should not make comments. He shouldn't make comments and veer into areas that he has no defense. And he should not make comment that will cause His Excellency the President not to swear you into office. Kwame, I'm cautioning you.
Intiani Honorable Annoh-Dompreh kasa wie pe na ye Honorable Kwame Agbodza say debi yeti ase enye ye because Akufo-Addo wa aban mu no wantimi a make sure say eye aban private jet no ebe ye adwuma na chese what use no na emu no or spending about $1 million and I say over $1 million ewo eye private jet eye luxurious ehun enkwa na o free aban mu no na mba beka kire say private jet eye aban de na ye adwuma na debi nyadia.
It is very, very rich of the former defense minister who sat there, and President Akufo-Addo traveled on countless occasions on very expensive private jets, is today telling us that our jet is fit for purpose. So how come you couldn't put the former president on the same jet flight? Immediately you left office, the jet has become serviceable. Very, very rich. The jet only became serviceable for a president when you left office. Isn't that telling? You want him to take that jet? How come President Akufo-Addo never took that jet? In any case, Mr. Speaker, hold on. Mr. Speaker, the fact is that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. I'm saying that. I'm telling you that President Mahama went on the trip for which has been announced on a commercial jet, a commercial flight. President Akufo-Addo never takes that. He takes very expensive jet, and I'm saying that as we speak, President Mahama has never embarked on those flights that President Akufo-Addo have been embarking on. As a defense minister, I think you should be clear on this. If you descend into the arena of pretending that you didn't hear what the speaker said by saying that President Mahama went on a trip, and I'm saying that particular trip he went on a commercial flight. What is the difference here? Then you are saying that the current presidential jet is fit for purpose, and I'm saying that it is very rich coming from you. When you sat there all these years for President Akufo-Addo to spend almost $1 million or more on private jets, very luxurious ones, President Mahama will never do that to the people of this country. That is the difference.
The difference today is that the current jet is serviceable. It can move. It is working. It is wrong for the President of the Republic to be going on commercial jets when the jet that Ghana used their money to pay for and buy is available and it's working. It's very wrong. I will have no problem at all if the President used that jet. I will have no problem at all. In fact, Mr. Speaker, if the President of the Republic, for some reason, this jet is not available and he goes to rent a private jet, I will have no problem at all. Take it from me, I will have no problem at all. And I will not blame him. Ghana is not a cheap country. We will not cheapen ourselves. Ghana is not a cheap country. We will not cheapen ourselves. Ghana has been a torchbearer in Africa. Ghana is one of the most important countries in Africa. The president, who is the #1 citizen, must be protected by air, by sea, and by land. The president's life is very important for all of us. The courtesies that a president must have is very important for all of us. I find it very offensive that our jet is serviceable and our president will not use it. I find it very offensive. I find it very offensive, and let the president know that yes, whilst we are going to hold him responsible by his own actions and words, and your actions and your words and your deeds when you were at this site, we will not be reckless in opposition. We will not. We will not accuse the president for things that we believe that Ghana deserves. We will not do that. If the private jet is available and the president does not have his commercial jet, there is absolutely nothing wrong. The cost may be a problem. If you have a very serviceable airworthy jet that can cost a minimal amount, I don't have a problem. If you decide to go for a very expensive jet, I may criticize you. But I will not criticize the President of the Republic of Ghana for traveling on a private jet just because we want to do politics. I will not do that. I will not. But in this case, my brother and my friend, the jet of the President is very serviceable. The whole of last year, he spent 6 months, almost 8 months in Paris, and we have put it in very good shape. Top shape. And so there is no excuse for the president to be traveling around the world and say that he will not use that jet. There may be something, he should tell us better reasons. But like I said, I wish he didn't go to that direction because I would not have spoken about it. I don't think it's necessary to be dragging the armed forces and the access of the armed forces into parliament every day and be criticizing. I will never have done that. But next time, I pray you don't go into that direction. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Abusia also bet me leave you comment or comment section. Comment so like video we now be subscribe to your channel and so subscribe here. Aha Air Gossip 247.